Welcome back to United Gamers Authority. I'm Shade Hunter, and today I've got Mother Huntress with me again. How's it going, Huntress?
Pretty good.
We are actually going to jump into an actual world to get going. We're going to be showing the first day, the best way to survive the first day. And I also wanted to show some of the settings that we're going to use. We're going to go off of Olympus because the Styx and Prometheus, those are DLCs. So we're just going to go off the main world here. And we're going to go ahead and create a new world. Now, under the difficulty, there's easy, normal, and hard. The easy, from my experience, it kind of is a way of shooting yourself in the foot because the bear spawn rate and wolf spawn rate are reduced. And I would say within a couple of weeks of being in game, you're going to want to be hunting those for meat and pelts and other things. So in a sense, easy actually stunts your progression, in my opinion, in multiple ways. Different creatures are less. I believe also some of the XP you gain is less. So we're just going to go off of normal. If you want it to be a little bit easier, I would highly suggest you find a friend to play with you, because having at least one other person makes it a whole lot easier.
And don't start in any place except for like the central part of the map. Just speaking from experience.
Well, it's slightly off-center, but yes.
Bye.
And we're going to call this the, if I could spell properly, UGA Masterclass Prospect. That's what we're going to name it. Okay, we're going to claim it. And the loadout, this loadout, I will explain later on when we get to that point. So we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to go down here and confirm the loadout. Now, in open world, this is the only one that you could decide your drop location. And there's a bunch of orange arrows on the map here, but we're actually going to go ahead and drop down here where it's already green. This is the easiest area. It's the conifer forest, comfortable temperature, medium water, high trees, medium resources in ores and stuff. High number of aggressive creatures, and it's not necessarily wolves and bears. They're quite annoying. They don't hurt, but they're annoying. Plenty of food, plenty of oxygen. You know, it's the most ideal place to start. And this is definitely, if you're first starting the game, this is definitely where you want to be dropping in at. So we're going to go ahead and drop in here, and we will see you back when we are on the ground. All right, so we are on the ground, and
well,
happy day. Well, I'm on the ground. Huntress is still getting ready to connect to me. I do believe that I am actually online. I can't switch to find out.
Yeah,
Lovely.
you were online. I just I don't know. I got distracted.
Yeah. Another thing that the easy setting does is it does reduce the different weather events you get. And as soon as we drop in, we have a weather event.
Of course we do.
I would highly suggest in these situations is you pay attention to that weather in the upper right-hand corner and wait for the red to pass, and it starts to go back down to mild weather before getting out of your pod, because you can't get back in your pod once you get out.
Oh, no, you cannot. Oh, I landed and there's like there's pumpkins and watermelons like right in front of me.
You're actually right next to the lake that we're gonna need to be building next to.
Oh, fantastic. I will say that if you're looking to learn build mechanics and not really just do hunting as far as just keep food in your, to eat and things like that, maybe doing easy might not be such a bad idea, because you do have fewer of those things. So it gives you more of a chance to get your resources and fiddle with the build mechanics and fiddle with buildings without having to worry about quite so much coming in and coming through to mess with your stuff. But your XP is reduced by, I think, 25%.
Of course. And a level 25 wolf is walking by my ship right now.
Yeah, I have level 23.
So we are on the planet side. We're good to go. I'm actually going to be gathering as I go down the hill here in the direction of Huntress's body, because Pinky died. And the weather has to finish its thing. It has to catch up. So this game is a little bit different than most. Most games, the interact button is E. This one insists on it being F.
So I was trying to gather enough resources to very quickly get me some of the basics that you can make right away. I'm going to respawn. But then a wolf attacked me, and I could not get it with just.
All right, let's see if I can go ahead and. I need stone. It's having you re-land? That's weird.
So when you respawn without a bed, it has to re-drop you.
Yeah, your clone has to come in your place.
Right. It's usually not terribly far from where you were.
All right, let's see here. Let me grab a pick. And oh, I need a little bit more stone. Luckily, I did a pick first, so I can get a lot more stone here.
Certainly, I didn't have a lot. Oh, maybe because we had just landed. It is a real bummer to have to run really far to get all the stuff that you just lost.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and switch around these real quick. I want my axe in my one slot, pick in my second slot. All right. Now I don't know where you landed. Oh, you're...
Yeah, I'm coming back down that way, but I'm gathering as I go.
Yeah, your body marker's still there.
Right, because I haven't picked up my stuff. The stuff that I gathered.
Right.
If you come across it, feel free to pick it up. Because it's just supplies.
Yeah, I see it. I think that's... Oh, that's a rabbit. I was gonna say, I think I see the wolf too, but... Nope, I hear it though. Oh yeah, it's the same stuff I have. I just picked it up for you. Should be off your map now.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna make my way over here to the water's edge.
I'm making sure to pick up some oxite as I go. Oh, level!
I have not leveled yet. Almost though. Alright, now that, you know, down here by the water's edge, what's this right here? This is a deposit of aluminum. Nice.
Oh,
okay.
nice.
Okay. That's okay. Alright, I'm gonna just start chopping trees. And there's my first level up.
I will be focusing on medical again.
Okay.
Because I've got almost all of the recipes memorized at this point.
I will probably go initially in the building direction after I get a couple of things, because you don't know how to make weapons right off the bat, so I'm going to have to pick that up probably first. Well, I'll go over it in a minute on what I normally do. Makes it easier. Because the axe makes actually a pretty decent weapon, so you could use it as a weapon.
Found a cornfield.
See that? All the 2 and 10 XP going through and
Right.
gathering stuff. All right. So in the beginning game is all about harvesting as many resources as you can, as quickly as you can, to do a couple of things. One, if you notice, every time I break up one of these chunks of trees, it gives me 100 XP. So chopping trees is an amazing way to get XP. The first chop to cut it down is actually 300 XP, if I remember correctly. You know, I keep hearing stuff run by me, and it's freaking me out, but it keeps turning out to be like rabbits and deer. Ah, of course, my first drink of water. Got my dysentery going on. Lovely.
Always.
All right, my first points that I like to go into as far as talents. There's a few things. I like keeping on the survival tree. I like the cooking and the resource gathering stuff, and the hunting for essentially increased resource gathering. Another good one is the adventure one, because under exploration you have a bunch of stuff that will help you survive longer in the different environments. Then there's habitation that helps out with building essentially and making sure your tools last longer, and also stamina lasting longer, doing repairing and stuff. But right now, I don't even want to touch combat for a while because I'm not going to need it, because the damage increase we're going to be getting for fighting is going to come with the upgrades on the tech tree. I'll show you in a minute. One thing that I definitely want to do is increase my carry weight. That's like my first point is going to go right there. Now, there are two, you have, if I could talk, you have two different talent trees. You have the talent tree, and then you have the solo talent tree. Solo talent tree only works when you're by yourself, with no other people with you. And we'll get into that later. All right, tech tree. Under the tech tree, the main thing you want to focus on the first day: campfire, bed, and probably a crate to store things.
So I did all that already, and the oxidizer.
Right. And then,
just so you don't have to if you don't want to.
Well, I'm pointing it out. I did the crate and the campfire and the bed because it's kind of a necessary evil.
Yeah.
And for the last point, I'm actually going to go with the stone knife so that we can harvest anything that I end up killing. And I'm going to go with the axe for my attacking.
Now we have meat. Oh,
and I
don't have
I just got the knife, so let me make stone knife here.
Go get a campfire going. I'm gonna put it. I'm just gonna put it right here next to this deposit.
Okay. Now I need to make storage effectively. I'm actually going to make a few of these wood piles because I need to get to the next level quickly so that I can get the building stuff quickly. Now, these piles of wood and piles of stone that you can make do not degrade in the weather that I've found. They may have changed that recently, but I've noticed that it really doesn't hurt it just to sit outside. So if you want to save storage space, you can just craft these piles and stack them up. It's pretty easy to stack them up 3 high. If you want to go 4, you're going to have to get on something to stack up again. But I'm going to go ahead and throw the meat that I picked up right there and a little bit of wood. All right, what do I need for the storage box? Now, the storage boxes will degrade in the weather, so we're going to have to try to get a building quickly, but it's 24 wood and 16 fiber. right, things you don't need right away, you can just destroy, like the lilies and the tea stuff. You don't really need it right away, so you can save space. All right, time to chop down. All right, so now I want to make. I don't need that many.
This is going to be a food box.
You only made the one?
Yeah, for now. I'm going to make one to put some seeds in because I am going to plant some seeds.
All right,
because I've got pumpkins and corn.
All right, I'm making a few boxes here. Now we are going to need to move these once we get a building set up. I'm almost the next level, so I can go ahead and pick up building. All right. That's going to be food. And to just click stuff into something, you can hold left control and click on it, and it'll dump it in there. Also, if you want to make sure that you keep your O2 up, you want to get this oxide and put it in a little oxide slot next to the O2, and your suit will convert it into oxygen. This one right here, I will make for plant fiber and sticks for right now.
So, seeds and food, they're stacked right on top of each other. Seeds are on top because I put the food and stuff first.
We got a wolf coming up. You want to aim for their head when you're trying to fight these guys because it will do like triple to quadruple damage when you hit them in the head.
You want a bow?
Sure.
I'm gonna go get some more stone so I can make us some arrows. And then I'll put it in one of the boxes over there once I've got it. Ooh, more oxide.
I'm gonna have to take some of the corn out because otherwise it's not gonna have enough room to.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. We'll just go in the food box and I can put it in there once the meat is done. Nice to have like meat this early. Always happen.
All right. So now we've got some wood. I just leveled up again, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to focus in on this carrying capacity so that I can carry more resources for right now. And this level I got 2 points, so I'm actually going to go ahead and grab the last 2 in dense packing, so I got 3 out of 3 on that. My tech tree, I only got 3 points this time. It switches it back and forth, so whatever. It is what it is. And to slide the tech tree from left to right, you click on it with your right mouse button and you just slide it. And I'm actually going to be putting all 3 of my points into all the building stuff down here at the end so I can get to building. That is very important on the list of things to do right now.
Yeah, it's nice to have some sort of building at the end of the first day, and we're getting kind of close.
So I'm going to need... Oh, and I do have a solo talent. I'm not going to worry about it right now, so it's going to be telling me I have that. All right. Crafting. You're going to need beams, floors, walls, and roof pieces. Roof, right. Fiber, wood, and that's it. I'm going to go ahead and just pick up all this wood that's stacked here.
I'm putting some oxide in this box right here for you to put in your slot.
Thank you. So I'm only going to build 10 of the beams and 9 of these wooden floors. I'm only going to make a 3x3 for right now. I'm going to need 12 walls, which I don't have enough for. I have enough for 9. I didn't want to clear the cube. Alright, I won't worry about the walls right now. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to find a good spot that you want to start on. I'm not going to build it like directly at the water because I think I'm going to be expanding in that direction somewhat at some point. I'm going to move it this way a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and put the first pillar there. And that's what we're going to start on. Our first 4 platforms are going there. And then we take another pillar, put it on all these joints, corners. Now we are going to need more, but for right now, sometimes the building is a little wonky.
Right now I'm just concentrating on trying to get us like 50 arrows each. And
That's fine.
I'm just trying to get some. And this is where it comes in handy to have an extra person with you, because he's concentrating on getting us someplace where we can be safe from whatever, which is very, very important. But then another person could be working on food and weaponry. And don't let trees hit you.
Trees hurt a lot.
Yes. Okay.
I'm guessing you had one hit you.
No, almost. But I've been killed by one before. So. And early on, there's just nothing.
Nothing to cure it.
Yeah.
And I would highly recommend not putting a campfire in your house until you get the bigger one, which next level I'm going to go ahead and pick up the bigger one so we don't have to put that one in the house. Because if you walk across it, you will catch fire. And then you will catch your house on fire. There is no maybe about it.
All right, there's 5 grilled pumpkin in the food box for you. And I'm taking out I'm putting the you are putting the rotten food in there. Never mind.
All right, let's go ahead and get the walls down on the bar. That's 2 sides of it, and then I'm gonna need 6 more others, and then I'm gonna need a handful of roof.
Did you put the fur and leather somewhere?
It's
like
in one of the boxes.
Okay. Where I randomly started. Oh, terminate. I don't.
All right, so these are the slanted ones are roof and ramp. So what we want to do is, if you attach it to something, it can go up as roof or ramp up, or down as a ramp down, or into something. That's probably how I'm going to do it here. If you press and hold R, you can change the shape of it and what it is. So there's stairs. If you look in the center here, underneath where it says wood, roof, and ramp, this one says stairs, ramp, roof peak. So I'm going to go ahead and do stairs and put it right there, because now I can switch over to the wall and press and hold R on it here and go door frame, and then tap R to reverse its direction, and we're good to go. And then press and hold R, and I'm not going to do the windows at the moment because we don't really need to look outside, but when we get to a bigger house, that's definitely what we'll have.
All right, I'm going to do some hunting to see if I can't get enough hide and leather to make 2 beds.
Okay. Did I see you place down some wood over here?
Yeah.
Might actually
Ooh,
up and done right
that's
now.
a big deer. Oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna need one more of these. Another 3 for the peak. Then I'm gonna need, even it's the wall angle pieces. I think those are the ones I need. Then I'm definitely going to need 4. Then it looks like I'm going to need 2 more walls.
Early on, I used the stone pick to gather bone because it wears down the knife really, really fast.
Yeah, it does.
So
Okay, if you mess up like this, on the right hand side it says Y to deconstruct. If you look at it, just deconstruct it, and it picks it back up and puts it back in your inventory. And you actually have to switch the wall angle.
that storm really slowed our roll.
Yes, yes it did. That is what I needed. So now I want these angle peaks. Go up here at the top. And that's that. House built. Go ahead and move all of our goodies inside. And pick up the boxes luckily.
Yeah, that's definitely nice. Oh, I got a fish. I'm standing on the door. Oh, come on. Where are the animals? Oop, not that animal. Oh, thank you.
So now you notice my water is pretty low, but you don't have to drink it. If you hold F to drink, that gives you a pretty high chance of getting that dysentery parasite. But if you actually just kind of go down here in the water and submerge yourself, your suit will suck in air, or suck in the water. And I'm trying to kill that stupid fish before it poisons me. Oh, there. There it is. These fish like this, they'll bite you when they poison you. It doesn't last long. But just submerging yourself lets the water go through your suit, go through the filter, and makes it easier to not get parasite, dysentery, whatever it wants to call it. Alright, so I want to take that. Oh, stop getting into the wrong button.
I need a lot more fur, but it is too dark. Yep.
So right here, what I'm going to do is, so that we don't have to worry about burning down our house, I'm going to go right here, place said campfire outside. Because you need an active campfire to be able to sleep. But we're not going to be able to sleep. We don't have bedroll. But we have survived our first day, so that is a bonus.
Yes. And I got soft meat off of a baby deer.
Cool. Now I've got food buffs. Food buffs are always nice. Alright, it is going to get ridiculously dark, so I'm going to spare you all watching us just sit here through the night. Because in this game you can sleep if you had the bedrolls. This was not ideal, but it also shows that you don't always start with an ideal start. Sometimes you are going to drop down in the middle of a storm, so you may be working into the night trying to get set up. But if you have a friend with you, you'll at least have a shelter, because one person could be getting the random bits and bobs you'll need to survive, and the other one could be focusing on grabbing materials to build a shelter. So
it definitely makes it easier.
Yes. So next video is going to be probably a little bit longer, because we're going to be going over all the tips and tricks we found out to be able to survive your first week. So thank you all for watching. Really do appreciate it. If you find any of this information helpful, please hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and we will catch you later.